Somebody is pulling on your energy right now and using you for their own devices. I feel like you just been made aware of this, and there's nothing you could do about it because they have the freedom to do whatever they're doing. So I'm feeling like I feel like you gotta just kind of let go of what other people do with themselves in the privacy of their own home. 27. What's going on with this? You have somebody could be 27 years old. This could be something happening in 2027. What is that? 5 years? I'm not sure. Okay, and then we have Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. This is you taking back something, taking back some type of money, taking back financial stability or something like this. I feel like you've been asked to play this game. Is this a game where you do something for free, volunteer or something? And for a while, you really thought that it was a real game, like you were really going to get something out of it. Maybe you were volunteering somewhere at a company and you hire you. I'm just getting a blank space. Like it's like a dead end and it leads nowhere. Okay. But that's the past. Moving forward, let's see. You are the engine of this company. I'm seeing sweatshop. Yeah, it's like you're being overworked. Something about the umpteenth time, like you might have asked for a promotion or a raise or something, and you're just not being listened to. You're not being heard because what you're doing is just so beneficial. Doing it for free is just so beneficial. I feel like you need to leave this position. I feel like you need to go to another job or start your own company. But this is for those people who's already thinking about it. It's confirmation. It's not a brand new idea. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is already working on a company right now that they're still kind of torn about whether or not they should leave. This sounds a lot like somebody who started social media, but they still work for a corporation. Where I'm seeing this going is at some point, I'm looking deep, and at some point, there's going to be so many people working for, okay, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, okay, I'm just seeing a mark of the beast right now. Like people, basically, I'm feeling that your position is so important right now. You working for this company is important, even though you do it for free. You just being involved in what's going on is very valuable for yourself. Is more important than the money is what I'm getting. Because I'm just seeing you quitting and doing something else, but you're still working for this company. You just don't realize that this new job you have, the money is still coming from this company that you currently work for. But so if you do, like if you work for the company as being part of the one building the system, and then you still do your social media or whatever, and you get your paycheck from your social media, but you're still part of the system. You're still part of the creators. The this could be a metaphor, but I could also be talking to someone who's in this very specific situation where you're an engineer. I feel like you just feel like you're on it, like you're doing dark things, like you're almost like on a dark web. But I feel like I'm talking to someone who is a computer, like you write code. And instead of writing code for this company, you go and start social media. So you start connecting with people on a more human level. But the reality is you're still part of the coders. Like you still understand how the system works, and you can never let that go. Even if you don't feel like it's paying you as much as you would be paid if you just did the social media. And this is so specific, so it's not for everyone. But this could also have to do with the kingdom of heaven. You working for the kingdom and being so close to God and understanding just like so much about the world and how it works. There's no way you can separate from that knowledge. Also, I'm hearing not to lean on your own understanding. So maybe you do just want the carefree, you want to feel carefree and just making videos or just doing something that's like fun, but it's still a lot of work. And you have knowledge to know how it works. It's still work. And you still had the same boss. I'm hearing something about it being dangerous, like you're casting spells or something. Like this coding. Coding is something having something to do with casting spells. There's some controversy behind it. Maybe it has to do with the algorithm, but I won't get too deep into that because I have no idea where this is going. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline. Okay, so let's get into it. Maybe this is about you being afraid of moving forward, of you being afraid of the consequences, or like you're being too controversial or something. And you just want to be like family friendly, lighthearted, nothing too deep. I can do everything through him who gives me strength. But this is kind of your element. You know so much about what you're doing. And if you try to start, like, basically this is what I'm getting. If you try to leave the dark web into a family friendly situation, you're going to look like a goth. Like, not to be rude to gothic people, because I know they're very sweet most of the time. But it's just going to be so terrifying to whatever group you're trying to cross over into. And they're just going to see that dark energy around you. What I'm getting is like you're going to look like the devil. It's like the devil's trying to go to church just because of what you know, the information that you know. And it's really deep here. It comes off in your aura and people can see everything that you know. It doesn't look friendly at all. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, because when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. I feel like you need to stay in your lane right now, and like it's going to pay off whatever it is you feel like you're not being paid enough. But I feel like this is somebody who does have a nice amount coming towards them. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, but this 10 of Pentacles is in your future. This calls to be about somebody who is waiting on a relationship, or maybe a relationship is coming with this money. Or maybe this is a person with money coming towards you. However, it fits in, everybody's different. But I see wealth coming towards you, recognition coming towards you. You just being more stable and knowing who you are and not feeling like you have to escape this. Christ conquered the devil. Whatever you're feeling weird about is already under God. So, but in your heart, set apart Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have, but do this with gentleness and respect. So don't be afraid of what you know. Don't be ashamed of what you know. It is true that not a lot of people can handle this, and that's why you were called and chosen. This is definitely not something to run away from. I'm hearing like it's almost like Jonah running away from his calling. What you're doing is saving people, and God loves those people that you're saving. So you're doing God a really big favor right now. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. I feel like this is really founded in like you just want money, and it feels like you don't see the value in what you're doing. Like, for some reason, almost like somebody who works in a bank, or somebody who works for the IRS, or the treasury, or some financial institution, where you're so close to it, even almost like an accountant. You're so close to money, like the physical aspect of money, that you don't realize the value and worth of the economy and the flow of the economy. Even without cash, being able to buy and sell, but not like on a mark of the beast tip. Like, I feel like a mark of the beast is like the coin, is about the coin. But then the coin becomes Bitcoin, and now it's just about something digital, and it's just about you being wrapped up in this chip, right? But with the mark of Christ is about the transference of energy and information, and you doing your neighbor a favor, and your favor doing your neighbor doing you a favor, and that is your money. Having a relationship with your community and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you, and surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. So I feel like this is somebody who is very antisocial, doesn't want to be bothered. This may have been why you got into tech in the first place. And then you realize that you're like the backbone of society, and you just didn't want that much responsibility. You didn't feel like it was worth the money to have to carry all of this information on your back. It's like some people are afraid of robots taking over, but you're the one creating these robots to take over. It's just, I feel like you're just so deep in the system right now, and you're trying to get away from it. But you're too important. You're too important to leave. And then I'm feeling like with this, you wanting to escape and being almost like you're forced to stay, I'm feeling like somebody is just ready to give up and unalive themselves. Like, what is the other word for it? Unsubscribe. Yeah, like you're losing, like you want to just unsubscribe, basically. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Okay. The God you serve is committed to you the way you feel like you're being asked to commit to this project. God died on the cross for you. He didn't walk out. He prayed, and he wanted to quit, but he eventually saw through to die on the cross, as he was able to prove with the scars on his hand. Okay, so you have a guy who's willing to commit to you, and he's asking you to commit to this job that you have. I'm seeing program material, saboteurs. Somebody might be working in NASA. Somebody is nitpicking. Maybe this is about a boss who is just making your work unbearable. It's like it's a lot of fighting going on in the workplace, but that's happening all around the world. Like right now, your position is so important. I'm almost feeling like slaves. Like, it's kind of like with or without the money, what you're doing is so valuable. So let's wrap our mind around that. My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. All right, so that's a reminder that you fight a spiritual battle, you fight a spiritual war. So we're leaving this scenario of you being an engineer and you coding is now into the spiritual realm of you building the kingdom of heaven. Just like the universe is still expanding, the kingdom of heaven is still expanding and still growing every day. Christ builds new temples in 3 days. New temples are mounted. So just like Christ's temple, just like Christ's army fights in the spiritual realm, is the same way wars are being fought on this physical earth. And it almost kind of seems like it's never ending, and somebody's always anticipating the next fight. That's the energy you have. You just keep going. Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace.